Level breakout. Up to this point, while we've been talking about how market structure forms, you've heard the term breakout a few times. You've heard it in the formation of a pullback, in the breakout of the IDM level, in the breakout of the BOS level, and in the breakout of change of character. Simply put, market structure forms through level breaks. But here's an important question. In candlestick structure, what exactly does a level break mean? Because candles have both bodies and wicks, it makes a big difference whether price just moves through a level with the wick or actually breaks it with the body. In candle structure, a level can be broken in 3 different ways: breakout with shadow points, breakout with body, and sweep level him. In the indicator settings, you can choose the breakout type for each level. In a trend, a pullback forms when a level gets broken. That break can happen in any of these 3 ways, meaning it can happen with shadow, body, or body and sweep level. Once a pullback forms and the IDM level is set, price can break the IDM level. That break can happen in any of these 3 ways, meaning it can happen with shadow, body, or body and sweep level. Later on, when BOS gets broken, that break can also be any of the 3 types. Of course, the shadow option is used less often for BOS breaks, and usually body or body and sweep level is used instead. A change of character break works exactly the same way as a BOS break. Here too, the break can be any of the 3 types, but the shadow option is used less, and usually body or body and sweep level is used. In the indicator settings, you can choose the breakout type for pullback, IDM, BOS, and change of character. The exact same levels and breakout settings apply in a bearish trend too. Next, we'll go through each type of breakout within a candlestick structure. Breakout with shadow. The first candle gets close to the level, and the second candle passes the level. Because the breakout type is shadow, we can say right here that the level has been broken. In this case, as soon as price moves past the level, the breakout counts as valid, and there's no need to wait for the candle to close. In other words, the breakout is confirmed as soon as price crosses the level. Breakout with body. In this example, the first candle gets close to the level, and the second candle passes the level with its shadow. But because the breakout type is body, we can't say the level has been broken yet. So we keep the level in place and wait. Then the next candle comes and breaks through the level with its body. That's where we say the breakout has happened. So in this case, we keep extending the level until price eventually breaks through it with the body. Unlike a shadow breakout, here we can't confirm the break right away. We have to wait for the candle to close, because until then, it's not clear whether a body breakout happened or not. We only know once the candle closes that a body breakout has happened. With a shadow breakout, it wasn't like that. As soon as price moved past the level, we considered the breakout confirmed. Breakout with body and sweep level. The first candle gets close to the level, and we wait. The second candle comes in and moves past the level with its shadow. This type of breakout is a little different from a regular body breakout. In a body breakout, we keep extending that same level until it finally gets broken with the body. But here, we don't keep extending that same level. We sweep it instead, meaning we move the level up to the high of the new candle. And now, this new level has to be broken with the body. And even if the previous level gets broken with the body, it still doesn't count. Another candle comes and moves past this new level again with its shadow. So once again, we sweep the level to the high of that new candle. And we keep doing this until the latest level gets broken with the body. Now, a new candle comes and breaks that last level with the body. And only then do we say the breakout is valid. In other words, after sweeping the level twice, the level finally gets broken with the body. Here too, the breakout can't be confirmed instantly, and we have to wait for the candle to close. Until the candle closes, we can't tell whether the break happened with the body or not. We only know once the candle closes that the break happened with the body. Formation of pullback. Now let's see how each of these breakout types works in candlestick structure for identifying pullbacks. In the indicator settings, you can choose the breakout type for pullback detection. Let's say we set the breakout type for pullback detection to shadow. The trend is bullish. The first candle comes in. It has a high and a low. We mark these 2 levels and wait for the next candle. In a bullish trend, when we're identifying bullish pullbacks, if the upper level gets broken but the lower one doesn't, we move both levels to the new candle. So here, we move both the upper and lower levels onto the second candle and again wait for the next candle. The next candle comes and again breaks the upper level. So again, we move the upper level and lower level to the new candle and again wait for the next candle. The next candle comes and this time breaks the lower level. That means the low gets taken and that shows price is starting to pull back. From here on, we don't move the levels anymore and we keep the level right there until it gets broken. If this fixed level gets broken, a pullback forms. We move on. The next candle comes and nothing happens. Again, we wait for the next candle. The next candle comes and again the fixed level doesn't get broken. This same process keeps going until finally a candle comes and passes this fixed level. Since the breakout type is set to shadow, it's valid. From the moment that level gets fixed, meaning the pullback starts, until the moment it gets broken, we treat that whole area as the pullback range. The lowest point inside that range is the pivot low. Pay attention here. We didn't count the candles before and after the pivot low, and the number of candles on each side might not even be the same. Breakout with body. But one view is that the breakout has to happen with the body. Otherwise, the pullback doesn't count as valid. Suppose we set the breakout type to body for identifying pullbacks. In that same bullish trend, the first candle forms, and we mark its upper and lower levels. Here, we have to keep an eye on the low of this candle. The next candle comes in, doesn't touch the low, and moves past the upper level. So like before, we move the upper and lower levels to the new candle and wait. In the next candle too, the lower level doesn't get hit. So again, we move the levels. And we keep doing that until the lower level gets broken. In this candle, that happens, and it shows price is starting to pull back. So we fix the upper level at the high of this same candle and keep going until this level gets broken. The next candles come, and nothing happens. Until here, price moves past the level. Has the pullback formed yet? No, because we set pullback detection to body, and here the level was only passed with the shadow. So the pullback still hasn't formed. So we keep extending that same level and wait for the next candle. The next candle again passes the level with its shadow. So again, we can't say the pullback is formed, and we keep extending the level. In the next candle, the level finally gets broken with the body. That means once the candle closes, we know the breakout happened with the body. This is where we can say the pullback has formed. From the moment the level gets fixed, meaning the correction starts until the moment it gets broken, that whole area becomes the pullback range, and the lowest point inside that range is the pivot low. Body and sweep level. Suppose we set the breakout type to body and sweep level for pullback detection. In that same example, the candles keep forming, and the levels keep moving until the candle's low gets hit, and that's where the pullback level gets fixed. Now we wait for this level to get broken. In this candle, the level gets crossed with the shadow, but the pullback still doesn't form, because the breakout type is set to body and sweep level. Here's the main difference compared to the body case. In the body case, we would keep extending that same level. But here, we don't keep extending that same level. We sweep it instead, meaning we move the level up to the high of the current candle. Then we wait for this new level to be broken with the body. The next candle comes and nothing special happens. We wait, and here again, price moves past the new level with its shadow. So once again, we move the level to the high of the current candle. Now this new level has to be broken with the body. The next candle comes and finally breaks the last level with the body. This is the point where we can finally say the pullback has formed. From the point where the correction starts, up to the point where the final level gets broken with the body, that whole area counts as the pullback range, and the lowest point inside that range is the pivot low. But there's one important point here. Should the upper level of the pullback be on the initial level or on the final level that got swept? Both ways are valid, which is why you can choose in the indicator settings, under pullback level, where the pullback level should be placed. If the pullback level is placed on the swept level, the pullback range will look like this. And if, in the settings, the initial level is chosen as the upper pullback level, then the pullback range will look like this. Up to this point, we've looked at examples from a bullish trend and different types of breakouts. In a bearish trend, the exact same logic and concepts apply in reverse. Of course, in a highly volatile market, identifying pullbacks with these breakout types can get pretty complicated. But don't worry, you don't need to do any of this manually. Index Algo handles all of this automatically, and that helps you work faster and more accurately in live market conditions. Later on, we use these levels as potential trade entry levels. A liquidity grab means that price touches a level but does not actually break it.